Hi, welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to be going back in time, taking another classic review, and we're going to be looking at the G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero Jump Pack, Jump, whatever you want to call it. It has the Jetpack on here, it has the laser, it has a little computer system, and then it has its little springboard or whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's a launching pad. But anyway, we're going to take a look at this. I never had this as a kid, so I can tell you this is not mine. Now, why I never had this as a kid, that's one of those questions I don't know, because it seems like it's something that I would have enjoyed. Maybe the fact that there was so many G.I. Joes at one time that came out early on, and then they moved pretty much quickly into Series 2, or who knows, maybe I was still getting Star Wars stuff, but I never had this. It was something that I finally acquired, and oddly enough, I've ended up with like 3 jump packs. But not the whole unit, just the actual Jetpack. But we're going to take a look at it, look at all the stuff that comes with it, and this is really what I like seeing. We're also going to take a look at Flash, who is the one that everyone associates being on here more than anyone. Now, I don't have the Series 2 one that comes with the silver. I think it's actually the silver Grand Slam. I don't have that, so obviously as of now I won't be covering that when we get to that section. But again, you can see everything right here. But anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this. Let's look at the detail on this, and then we'll go right from there, and we'll see, hey, maybe this is something that you eventually want to invest in. Maybe you think you need this in classified. I know a lot of people have said that. Or just tell me a little story about yours. So anyway, let's get into it. But before we do, please take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time we drop something cool like these classic reviews. Alright, so here we have our jump out. And like I said, this was not mine. So everything that was put on it was already on it when I bought it. Now the legs here are removable. They can just slide straight off without a problem. And this piece here can actually go on any side. Alright, so wherever you really want it, that's where it can go. We're going to take it off right now so we can look at it. But this detail here, it has a circle of where they're actually going to be launching off of. I love the fact that it has the little rivets all inside of it, and also has that one little peg. I gotta say, whoever put the stickers on, oh, actually that's actually tampoed on. That is actually tampoed on, which is nice. So these are your stickers. But yeah, that's tampoed on. But I love the rivets. It just gives you, 6 different rectangles here. And you can obviously see still where the launch is. You would assume it's probably reinforced there for the jet that's shooting off. Here on the back, you just have some sort of, not protection, but supports all through there. This is the pad adjust, so technically, I guess if you really want to, you know what? I never realized this was meant to be lifted up. Huh. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't have this as a kid, so it looks like there's different notches. Huh. That's interesting. I had no idea. So, I just always thought it went all the way down, but this notches up, so if you need to lift it up, you can fit it up just a little bit higher, which is probably what I'll be doing now, just because I want something to be a little bit higher for where it's at when it's sticking up in my display. You have your G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe sticker right across there, the pad adjust, I like that. Oh, I wish I would have known that. All right, so there's that. Here we have the the computer system for it. And I love the fact that they plug the jetpack on, and also the gun plugs directly into here. Now, I am missing the wire that runs from here to there. Clearly, as you can see, this one is meant to be right-handed. But I do love the fact that, you look at this here, and it was already meant, so hey, you can set this down. It has a place for it. So looking at the computer here, it's telling you that it's a danger. It's giving you some diagnostics that are going here. All right, same with down here. I'm assuming you got to make sure things are ready to go. Make sure everything's running before someone takes off. It looks like you might have a little computer system right up there, at least some different lights that are going to pop off. And then you just have the electronics. It looks like maybe here's a dial, but here's where you're going to have just a little bit of conduit that's going to be running wire to wire. Same with over here. Obviously, there's going to be some sort of mechanics underneath it. Here's where I guess you're going to find your wrenches and stuff. Oops. And then you have our USA flag right there, little star, just a little bit of detail. It looks like a fan right here to obviously keep this thing nice and cool. All right, and then like again, this is where you're gonna plug your backpack into. Just gonna pop this thing on right on there. And then here's your jetpack. Now there's no stickers on here. I bet I have one that has stickers. Actually, I know I do. But either way, I believe there is a star or the G.I. Joe symbol that goes right there. Here we can see the hoses that are clearly going to be shooting the fuel in here so we can blast off. There's no such thing as blast effects, but I bet we can find some blast effects that will fit in there pretty nicely. Up here again, just a little bit more detail. Not really sure what it is, but here it looks like a hydraulic and whatever that is. All right, and this looks like it kind of folds down, so maybe if there was an issue they can open that up. And even on the inside we see some conduit here, some wires running through. Again, a lot of nice detail to this. As for the gun, we have another nice little laser gun. At least that's what I always thought it was. Here is the sight, and I'm assuming this also helps to control the flight path. But here we just have, again, more conduit where you're going to have wires running through. This never really made too much sense, but it is really what it is, I guess you could say. I bet we could probably fit a blast effect onto that also. All in all, it is a nice looking, it's not a vehicle, accessory. So the helmet stays on. I don't know why I almost popped the helmet off. Let's pop the backpack off. And what we're going to do is throw on the jump pack. Then we're going to throw this on here. And what we're going to have, you know, this jetpack does not stay on. I know I have another one, and I think it stays on better. So there we go. We're just going to kind of plug him right there. And now he is ready to take off and fight Cobra, the Trouble Bubbles. Hopefully he doesn't blow off his legs. I'm assuming that jetpack would be pretty scary. At least his heels are going to be a little warm as he's in flight. But for the most part, there's not too much to this. Again, I like the fact that it can raise. I never realized that. So that's these are the little things that the nuances, I guess, that I'm learning as I move along doing these reviews, because you know, there's going to be a lot of things that you didn't know because you were just playing with the toy. And I like the fact that I can put this anywhere. So maybe if you have multiple, maybe you want to have multiple computers, that would be kind of weird, but hey, you do you. It's your toys. No one is coming to get it. Anyway, there is your review of the Jump. All right, there is the Jump review, and there he is again, fully loaded out with your flash. And yeah, like I said, I do have the straight arm that I could use a straight arm if need be, but I'm not really sure which I'm going to use. I have a feeling that I'll probably put the straight arm on here now that I have him and leave this flash. But hey, we're not talking about flash. We're talking about this jump pack. And again, this is really cool, and it is something I'm really surprised that I didn't have. And he is the one that is most associated with this, the jump and the whole system and everything. So anyway, there you go. I love to hear your stories. If you have a story about this, maybe you got the figure and then, or maybe you got the jump and you realized, oh my God, it didn't come with the figure. Your parents didn't. Maybe, hell, maybe you got it and you didn't have a figure and now you're stuck. That's a good way to trick your parents into saying, well, I got this. You got me this. What am I supposed to do? I don't have a figure. We thought it came with one. I gotta go buy you one. So anyway, there you go. Tell me your stories. I don't want this thing to keep rocking because the last thing I need is a peg breaking off in her foot. Anyway, how many times do I have to say anyway? Way too many. So I'm going to get out of here. Please take a second. If you like this, hit that like button. Hit the like button if you didn't like it. Hit the subscribe and hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a video like this. Now I'm going to get out of here and we're like, wow, my God, you've talked about Flash a lot. Right up here is going to be the Flash video, and down here is a playlist for all the classic reviews that I've done. Take care.